If you've ever installed Windows 10 or 11, you've probably noticed that the installer acts as if you absolutely need to log in with a Microsoft account. But that's not exactly true. If you don't want to use a Microsoft account for some reason, don't worry, there are some workarounds that let you install and use Windows without one. There are a few reasons you might want to use a local account instead of a Microsoft account with Windows, one of the most obvious of which is privacy. If you're setting up a computer that a lot of people are going to be using with the same account, you don't want that account tied to your personal Microsoft account. Now, there are some downsides too, the biggest of which is that you won't be able to access the Microsoft Store. You also can't sync with other Microsoft devices, so keep that in mind if you're going local only. Now, one more thing before we get started. We're going to be showing Windows 11 here, but these instructions work just fine on Windows 10 as well. If you have yet to install Windows, you can set up a local account during the installation process. But the easiest way to do this is to make sure you're not connected to the internet. So before you start the installation, make sure you're not connected to Wi-Fi or unplug your Ethernet cable if you're plugged in. But first, download the Windows installation media from the Microsoft website. Make sure you're downloading the installation media, not the installation assistant. Once it is downloaded, plug in a USB flash drive and double-click the installation media to create the installer. Now reboot your computer and boot from USB. When in doubt, look up how this works with your specific model of computer or motherboard. Now follow the installation process as usual. When you get to the part where it asks you to log into your Microsoft account, this is where you need to pay attention. Here, select Sign-In options. Now select the Offline Account option. If it's disabled on your system, just press the back arrow button to be taken to an offline, local username field that you can fill out. Now, you may see a different version of these screens where you'll have to click Offline Account or Limited Access, but it should be pretty obvious which one isn't the Microsoft account option. Now you can follow through with the rest of the installation. There's one more thing. If the offline account option isn't available to you at all and you're somehow connected to the internet, you may need to completely turn off your computer and start the installation from scratch again, making sure you're not connected to the internet at all. Now, if you've already installed Windows, don't worry, you can still create a local account. Press the Windows key plus R to open the Run command menu and enter NETPLWIZ. Then hit enter. Once this opens, you'll see your Microsoft Primary Administrator account as the default user. To add a new user, either local or online, click Add. Now it'll ask you to log in, but you can also ignore that to sign in without a Microsoft account, even though it'll say it's not recommended. Continue, then select a local account instead of Microsoft account. You'll be asked to add a user. This involves a new username, password, and password hint. Confirm all of these to proceed with creating a new local account. And there you go, 2 different ways to create a local account on Windows. For even more information, including frequently asked questions, check out the companion article over at MakeTechEasier.com. There's a bunch of cool stuff there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.